Well, good morning, all of you, my dear friends. I've been teaching you English for the last 2 or 3 months. I've taught you certain chapters. 2 units we have finished, and now I have been into third unit. So in this third unit, I have come to the chapter 5, which is the last chapter of this unit 5. Unit 3, As we go further and further and further in advance, we've been learning, right? You feel the difficulty, the difficulty level increases, goes upper and upper. You have to learn what I have taught you. You have to practice with your friends, with your colleagues, and with the members of the family. Basically, make it a point that you should speak in English all the way. You try to get your friend who is damn passionately interested in learning English, and make it a point to talk to him in English all the way, and try to talk to those who know English whenever the occasion demands. And sometimes the context is not available to you, and you create the context for you. You must have that passion for you. Am I right? Now, in this last phase of last chapter of Have and Has, which I've been teaching for the last 4 videos. This is the last one. And here, see, in this chapter also, we're going to learn some very rich expressions with have and has. Look at this: have plus object plus infinitive. I have already taught you what is infinitive. I often tell you I have taught to make you recollect what I have taught. I would like to check sometimes how you remember what I have taught. Okay, what's infinitive? Infinite, not in general meaning. Don't say that the world is the infinite world. It's infinite. Infinite means here, as far as grammar and language is concerned, it is the first form of the verb. In other words, present tense verb, that's all. For example, go, come, read, laugh. You remember? Infinite means first form of the verb. If you feel difficulty with this technical and grammatical word, just remember this. First I have to write down have, and next object. Object means noun, that's all simply. If you think you're getting confused and confounded with the technical words like object and then infinitive, you keep in mind object means a noun, and infinitive means go, come, eat, drink, first form of the verb or present tense verb. That's all. That's enough, right? See how the beautiful expressions you can make with this structure. Suppose you're a chairman of a company, damn busy with your work, many conferences, many appointments and all that. You're in a conference, your personal secretary has sent in a small slip on which a name is written. And once the conference is over and you have asked your PA, have your friend K. Chenpe has come. Because you're being busy with your work, you cannot invite him as soon as he has come. You have made him wait, and after some time, you have sent a note to him through your PM. At the time, you can say this sentence: have Mr. K, H, and P. Have Mr. K, H, and P. Have. See the principle. Have object. Noun I told you, in name. Have Mr. K, H, and P come in. Come in now, please. What a beautiful expression. You were busy when he came. Now you are out of conference, and you have sent your PA to Mr. K, H, and P. By saying these words, hello, Miss Pavan, have Mr. K, H, and P come in now, please. Means what? Get him in. Get him, that is K, H, and P in now. Or otherwise, lead him. Lead him in. You can say. Or show him in, also you can say. See, instead of these expressions, you can say, send him in. You can say, but it's a routine expression, a ritual one. But this type of expression will have a certain command. It carries certain respect. Have Mr. K, H, and P come in now, please. A beautiful expression. And one more expression. Have your son, have your son listen to you. Have your son listen to you means get your son listen to you. A wonderful expression, is it not? The routine way is send him in, a casual expression. But it would be a wonderful expression. Doesn't it sound very natural? These expressions are quite natural for native speakers. I told you already, when you are in Rome, you should behave like a Roman. When you are in Rome, you are a Roman. Be like a Roman. So when learning English, which is a foreign language, you should learn as it is spoken and used by those people. Am I clear of this? Well, one more example. This example you have already learned, but see how you can use in the wonderful context in. These are different expressions which you learn, which you must remember and make a part and parcel of your knowledge, and should be able to use them by recollecting at that moment in the right context. Using the right word in the right context makes the difference between good speaker and not a good speaker. Right? One more expressions. You have already learned this in subject plus. Second one. Subject plus have. Oh, 1 minute. Or it can be future also will have subject plus have plus object. Next, present participle we can call it. Present participle. Present participle. Since I have explained to you many a time the meaning of object and the meaning of present participle, now I don't want you give any explanation regarding it. If you have any doubt, just depend upon those examples and try to understand what is present participle, what is object. For example, your son is met with an accident, a small boy who has lost his speech. Imagine. And you have been to the doctors. The doctors have examined him, and at last he said, your son will have one minute. The doctors say, the doctors will have, instead of have, you can write down have in present tense, had in past tense, and in future will have. No, not will, shall, has, we should not write, remember. The doctors will have, whom will have your son. Next, present participle, speaking. In 3 months. Means somebody's son has lost his speech because of the accident. He is unable to speak. He needs some speech therapy. The doctors are doing that after giving treatment. And they assure the doctors will have your son. Subject, the doctors will have object, your son, present participle, speaking. Am I clear? And he will, let us say, suppose you want to learn cooking. Come to me, I teach you not only English, I teach you how to cook also. Suppose you want to learn cooking from me, I can say like this, I will have you, have anyone, somebody say, I will have you, I will have you, subject. What? Cooking. In 10 days. Don't think that I have a magic wand in my hands and make you in 10 days, Perhaps what I teach in these 10 days and some fundamentals on which or with the help of these, perhaps you will have to develop your own style of cooking. I will have you cooking in 10 days. Means by my efforts, by my teaching, you will perhaps learn how to cook in 10 days. That's the meaning of this sentence. Am I clear? How beautiful it is. Okay? One more expression which you have already learned, I would like to revise here because that's a bit tricky, a bit difficult. Am I clear? One more expression which you have already learned. Same subject, have, next object, next past participle, past participle, third form, object already, make it a point, third form. Wonderful expressions will be, for example, It is nothing but a continuation of the earlier expression. For example, I will have her, or let us write a name, Rajani. Rajani what? Painted. Otherwise, I will have Rajani, I'm sorry, I will have Rajani learned how to paint. Okay? With this, we can learn many things in Anu. That means by my efforts, by my teaching certain nuances, certain styles of techniques of painting, she will have learned in 2 months or in a specified time. And one more beautiful expression of have and has you are going to learn. With this, all the uses of have and has which I have wanted you to learn are coming closer. Now with this, subject plus, won't plus, won't have, we can. What is won't have? Will plus not. Will is one word, not is one word. These two can be contrasted as this won't. Like do plus not, don't. Doesn't is the context of does plus not. Cannot is the contraction of can plus not, like that. Won't. I won't have. Next, object. Object. Next, present participle. Present participle. Present participle. Okay? Right. How the sentences can be here. This is highly useful when you want to refuse, when you refuse to allow something or accept a situation. It may be a situation or accept any fact. For example, anybody say, I won't have you I won't have you. I won't have telling. I won't, 1 minute. I won't have you. I won't have you. Next inform. Telling me what is right, what is wrong. What is right? What is wrong, and what is wrong. What does this sentence actually mean? Try to understand. I won't have you. I won't have you. Telling me what is right and what is wrong. That means I know what I do is right or wrong. I don't want anybody's intervention and say this is wrong, this is right. I won't allow anyone. You refuse him or her, whoever wants to come in, chip in to say this is not right, you should not do like that. I won't have you telling me what is right and what is wrong. Wonderful expression. Sometimes certain things happen. You are very soft, very affable, very amiable. You speak very gently. and people take advantage of your soft nature. They deceive you sometimes. They want to take advantage of your good nature and soft nature. At the time you can say wonderfully, I won't. Here have means I won't allow you. I won't allow you. Instead of it you can say, I won't have others. Others, I won't have others taking. Remember, ing form should be there, telling, taking, advantage. Advantage of my soft and gentle nature. Advantage of my soft nature. Right? What does simply sentence mean? You can break the sentence into two. You are very soft spoken, you are very gentle by that. Others want to take advantage of it, and they want to deceive you, they want to tell many things, they want to make you a fool. This you don't tolerate. At the time you can say in a soft tone, I won't tolerate. I won't have others, means I won't tolerate. I won't have others taking advantage of my soft nature. Is it not wonderful way of telling the things? But it's a tricky, you have to understand very carefully, the structures, Basing on this, you have to write first, take a piece of paper and pen and write as many expressions as possible in the different contexts. Imagine a situation and try to write in it. So that after writing some sentences, it becomes a part and parcel of your knowledge. You get a hold of it, so that while you speak and while you write also, you don't get confused with the structure, and you will be able to use it very easily and effortlessly and naturally. Till then, you have to practice and practice and practice. As you know, practice makes a man perfect. That's the only way, for me and for you, for anyone else in this world. What do you say, my dear friends? Well, thank you, my dear listeners. Thank you very much for listening to me and for your support, sustained support we call it. I hope you have been learning well and passing on this information about this video and all that to your friends. Hope that you are allowing others to subscribe also. Thank you very much. I need your support. I told you in the beginning of my first chapter, if you show 50% interest in, I'll show double of it, 100. 100, 200. Thank you. Nice meeting you. Bye.